Page 175, number 17. All right, normal distribution, we got a mean of 20 grams. It's found that 94% of the letters are 12 grams from the mean. All right, so let's put this together. We've got a normal distribution with a mean of 20. We don't know the variance or the standard deviation. That's what we're trying to find. And if we kind of look at this picture here, all right, so the mean's at 20, that's in the middle. And then what happens is that we've got 12 above the mean, so that's going to be 32. And then we've got 12 below the mean, so that's 20 minus 12, that's going to be 8. And what we know is the area that takes is going to be 94% of our whole distribution. Well, that means there's 47 in each one of these halves, and it also means that there's 3 at each end. All right, so if I found the probability I use 32, less than 32, because my table goes to the left, I'm going to use that whole probability of 97%. So now all I got to do is go to the table, look in the middle of the table for 0.97, closest one I can come to it, and then I'm going to use 1.881, and then that 32 minus 20 over theta should equal that. So now all I got to do is get theta by itself, and I'm going to find out that theta is equal to 6.38. Now for part 2, find the probability the random chosen letter weighs more than 13 grams. All right, well, let's go with that. So the weight's going to be greater than 3, and we're going to convert that. We're going to standardize it. So we take 13 minus 20 over the standard deviation, and we don't take the rounded one. Use some digits. Don't use the rounded one. And then all we've got to do is do this, and we find out that our z figure is going to be 1.097. It's negative. It's on this side, and it's greater than. So I know if I take the positive version of that and go less than, the areas should be the same. So I'm actually going to do the probability of z being less than 1.097. That's going to be equal to the same probability as the one they asked for. And I go to the table, and now I'm looking on the outsides because I'm not given a probability. I'm looking for a probability, and I find it's 0.864. Now in part 3, find the probability that at least 2 of the random sample of 7 letters have weights which are more than 12 grams above the mean. So even though these problems have been dealing with normal distribution, if you take a look at this one, this is a binomial situation. It's either going to be above the mean or not. And we've got a random sample, and it's 7. That's way too small to be using an approximation. So we use the formula, and we just multiply it out. And what we're going to do is, instead of finding the probability of it really being greater than, we're going to find the probability of it being less than 2, 0 and 1. We're going to add those together, and then we're going to subtract that from 1, and that'll be the probability that it's more, or at least 2, more than 2 or more, I guess is what I'm looking for. And then we get a probability of 0.0171. All right, hope that helped. Thanks for watching.